Alrighty then, stand to my corners and welcome back to another episode of RogueTech as we get into the campaigns of Coppertop's Cannoneers. And last time we ended the month with with not enough cash to actually carry through, but with 1 day left on the clock in order to cram in a final battle. What's with the music? The music is from Warrior 4. Sir. The Holy Inquisition has suddenly been with us for 7 months and on a 7-month streak. Get a little love for that. The armor is hard and our tanks are fast and our men are full of courage. The Soviets are going to get ready for actions. Maybe not so much Soviet, although we are actually working for the Capellans today against the Davians, so there is a further redeem. Let me see. So we've got Talik here, we've got the Holy Inquisition, obviously, K-Ogre and Plate Glass, back from the dead. So greetings to you all. By the way, if you happen to have the heartbeat emoji, you need to spam it in chat right now, like Talik just did, in celebration of the Holy Inquisition's continued support, because that is awesome, my man. So there's going to be a relatively straightforward battle, hopefully, fingers crossed. 1.5 skull, which is slightly beyond what the game thinks we should be taking, but not too much. We've got a 1 skull lance, apparently. So 4 of 19 priority salvage could be some good stuff to steal, mainly medium lasers, and 237,600 C-bills, which should cover our drop costs, barely, and then we should be good. So fingers crossed, we'll make it work. So how's everybody been this week? I hope everyone's having fine weekends. We're going to go hunt down the enemy. We are in their neighborhood. Aha, we found them. Right here. Not right. Somewhere in this general vicinity. 139, 95, 94, 116. So basically right around here. And our starter drop point is there. I'd like to be above them, if at all possible, but ooh, I can do it. So yeah, let's do this. We're going to drop in on top of it, well, above and behind them a little bit, so that will put us in a nice position to engage from, whereas they will be at our mercy. We're just going to start moving everybody. Pyro, of course, in his Tiger 2 Tonk. And we got our urban mech being driven by Sprog himself, with Inferno rocket launchers. Of course, Sprog has located the enemy somewhere around here. They will be revealed on turn 2 when everybody's sensors actually wake up. So there is that. I could probably find them with the warrior.
Copy that.
The way you want it to be. The way the warrior. That's a song sung by somebody. Pirate Pegasus. Probably just pirate SRMs. I don't anticipate anything too serious. So we'll shift the AWACS in so it can lob some mines in its general direction on turn 2 when people actually fight. And a hetzer. Maybe we'll actually be able to hit something. Don't you drop me in the trees again and become a turd. Are you in this? You are not. We're currently not fighting in this battle, because I believe you were exhausted and I didn't have time to bring you back online. So Gemroth on the move and capable. I'm just going to slip on in here and nuke him with all the firepower at my disposal. That'll be perfect. We've also located a harasser missile platform and a Scorpion with a busted AC-5, so life is sweet. Unfortunately, that means that there's no actual useful enemy at the moment, so that kind of sucks. Eat missiles and die, please. He's not going to, it's a harasser. So we'll hopefully make something out of that one. Coppertop is going to zip on along. He's going to lay down sensor mines on top of him so that he can be detected as we continue on. We will not fire the arrow because there's too much of a chance we blow ourselves up with it. There we go. Dropped it right on top of him. The moment he moves, we'll know exactly where he's going. Shade has a line of sight, he just doesn't have the shot. A little disappointing. The ultralight rotary rifle, which is basically just a minigun of the mech, the BattleTech world. Oh, the RogueTech world, because it doesn't actually exist, is a little bit shorter range than we otherwise would prefer. A joust. What is a joust? Whatever it is, it has a large laser and 12... Ooh, that's clan tech? 12 damage missiles? Or maybe just really good stuff. We'll have to figure that one out, because I do not like getting shot at by that much firepower. Throw Sprog on in with his PPC. Odds of hitting? Low. But you know what? Don't tell him that, because he'll just make sure it happens. Beautiful.
Ready for orders.
It does seem like ATMs. That is definitely my thoughts. But I could be wrong. I mean, 12 damage feels like high explosive ATMs.
Aye, aye.
Makes me happy to be up here. And also because of how accurate they were. Although, if you were going to be accurate with ATMs, you wouldn't use high explosives. Okay, misses away. Hit us again. Penetration as well.
That shot went internal.
So how badly penetrated are you? Oh, you're not. It's just the... Wait, you know you are somewhere. Ah, yes. As I had feared. Pegasus Pirate has tandem SRMs.
Waiting for orders.
So that was the reason I started initially shooting everything I had at him. It was apparent that that was not premature. Because of how weak all my VTOLs are. Harass is not a great shot. The Joust is also not a great shot, but you know what? The Joust is actually not terrible.
Taking the shot.
That was the wrong postcode. Apparently it AutoMod, you can allow that. Hello, Mr. T45. How are you doing? I missed whoever shot at us. We do have the combat log now, by the way. With the 1.07 update, or whichever update it was, we did finally switch it on over. So we have all of that fun stuff, although it zooms in when I try and scroll it, which is weird, to say the least. 4 armor damage, 2 structure damage, Tiger Pyro evasive. Alright, Gamroth, I want to continue to beat the ever-living crap out of this guy. Because if we can kill him before he ever shoots again, we will not die. And I feel like that's a very positive thing. Shoot, I did not move nearly enough. Jess is going to take my lunch. Yeah, good luck. You're going to need it. Oh, got a solid launch off of that one and some penetration internal through hard work. Joust variant has an ATM-9 and one has an LRM-10. Interesting. Okay, so we're dealing with the ATM-9. I could use another ATM-9. I have 2 of them. I wouldn't mind 3.
What's that?
Alright, AWACS, come over here. And you're going to pick a fight with the Joust. Well, you could shoot him. You wouldn't do any damage to him, but you could shoot him. We're going to tag arrow and switch on over to some chaff. And hopefully we can hit this Joust. We're close enough with the arrow, so that'll work. So, Shade, if you wouldn't mind killing somebody. No, Shade has become a pacifist, we've learned. And as we all know, pacifism is akin to communism. It's a joke. I don't know if you understood that, but I felt the need to explain it for some reason. Because I don't know quite what I'm going to do about this Joust.
Moving to position.
37%.
Firing on target.
That's still not working there, Pyro. Be a little bit closer. Firing a large laser did not fire his ATM, unless he has multi-target, which he'll go somewhere else. He did not, and he stood still. I can work with that. ATM-9 version also has a Clan XL engine. Ooh.
Receiving you.
Vehicles with XL engines generally give them up too. Or at least they used to. That may have changed, but I'm gonna hope that it hasn't.
Let's move.
So I can steal that, because that would be worth the price of admission. RPM, firing and missing, despite the fact that my warrior is insanely vulnerable right now. Like, what kind of idiot drove it so it only had 3 pips of evasion? Guy should be fired, right?
Roger.
So, the latest MechWarrior news, for those of you not in the know, in the loop, or not on our Discord, which, judging by the number of people currently here, I anticipate most of you are on our Discord. Ugh, that's annoying. And then the bombing. So, MechWarrior 5, Heroes of the Inner Sphere DLC, has been delayed until spring of 2021. That's a long time. That's in the order of 4 months, at least. Well, it's a Kalani largely. That's pretty nice too. 4 tons for a fairly decent weapon. Unless they've nerfed it, but I'm hoping that RogueTech has finally gotten over their phase of nerfing everything climbing to the ground. So, yeah, that's a very interesting thing.
Heading that way.
And it means that all of my plans and scheduling is completely garbage now. Because I had originally, set things up so that on the week of the 10th, we'd be playing MechWarrior 5 a whole ton, and now that's clearly not gonna happen. So, I need to figure out what we're doing for Saturday, more normally. To be fair, PGI is getting bought. This is true, PGI has been bought out by a new development house. I don't know how good that is, but I do imagine that Outreach HPG is on life support. Zoom. If we're really, really lucky, we might get something to the side. And then we weren't that lucky. We tried. But yeah, so December 10th it was supposed to come out, which just so happened to coincide with the fact that Cyberpunk had delayed until December 10th. So it was going to be a very interesting weekend anyway. Holy Jesus, Shade, are you ever going to get in range with this goddamn thing? The problem is the Bessie has a built-in fusion cell that can't be swapped out. So I couldn't exactly make this thing faster like I desired it. But yeah, so unfortunately, or fortunately, PGI has been bought out. They've moved the release date out by 3 months. And apparently, and I did ask this in my Discord, it's not just that they've moved it out 3 months. They've also delayed the release of MechWarrior 5 for everything other than Epic, and the Microsoft whatever store also has been moved out by 3 months at least. So if you were hoping to get MechWarrior 5 for Steam this Christmas, you're gonna be disappointed. I don't know if we'll be going back to MechWarrior 5. We did take a break from it because we were expecting Heroes of the DLC to come out, so there was no point in starting another campaign. And we have been playing Stellaris instead, a Star Trek mod for it called Ages of the Federation: The 4 Years' War. And while the name is a little bit long, the time period is actually a lot of fun. It has caused a great deal of rage.
No joy.
It basically takes place in the Axanar timeline, which is very cool in my book. Stop hitting me. Stop hitting me. Thank you. At least he's listening to me. And I don't know if we'll be continuing to play that or if we're going to shuffle the whole schedule around and try some other games. It's just all sort of up in the air now, which is weird. Because normally I like to have a plan and then fail to execute said plan. Now, freedom has been given to me. I don't know if it's a good thing yet. I kind of want to shoot at him just to potentially get the shot that I need. Because he's currently protecting himself quite nicely, and it's very annoying. Ah, screw it, go for it. Hey, he got it! Now I don't have to worry about that anymore.
Vehicle destroyed. Receiving you.
Hey Shade, how do you feel about shooting somebody this turn? Apparently he feels pretty good about it. With his bolt-on rocket launchers, so now he's being a diva. I will not fire my bolt-on rocket launchers from this range. Pop top. Start flanking around to the back of the joust, and you're just gonna shoot it in the butt. What? Indeed. Not quite there. Because there is an angle that you can take, yes, where you can turn just enough to be pretty perfect on that range. I'm going to continue with the chaff because ATMs suck. By suck, I mean they're amazing. Did you miss much? Not really. I mean, you've hit a couple of things with some fairly interesting gas rifle shots. And there's a Clan XLR on the field rep. In a tank with ATMs. Which hopefully means we'll steal it. Although, knowing our current employer, they will probably attempt to steal it from us. So that's going to be fun, to figure out exactly who owns that cannon. Rogue, not able to connect with that one, unfortunately. The joust continues. Yeah. We've mostly been talking about MechWarrior 5 and the fact that it's been delayed by 3 months or more. Ow! So much ow. I need to actually get my heavy damage dealers in range. We're kind of lucky that his AC5 is glitched as it is.
Ready for orders.
So that it's not doing much damage at all. 30%, that's not good enough. I refuse to engage under these conditions. No, we're working for the Capellans. So you were almost right, but mostly wrong. There we go. See, that's the second shot in a row that you've hit with very low accuracy. So, doing pretty good on that. Bring the hetzer around. No target. You might get shot at, but that's okay. I really should put the Saladin in rather than the hetzer. It's just we've had more luck with the Saladin. Or with the hetzer than the Saladin, so... I suppose I'm being a little bit babyish about it. No, must be 7. That'll work.
Go.
And we're in your back line.
All weapons. Go.
Nuking your dudes.
Waiting for orders.
Shade. How would you like to engage somebody who has ATMs? You're all for it? That's what I like to hear. Maximum firepower. No bolt-on rockets yet. Ooh, some good hits out of that one too. One value is on and the other values themselves. Which is which though? That becomes the real question.
Heading that
Because
way.
they claim they have warrior houses and all that. So full of honor be they. I want to use bomb mines, but I don't want to get anywhere near there to use bomb mines. Got more chaff.
Receiving you.
Sir, can you hit the target that I want you to hit? You cannot. I really don't want to try and engage that yet. I want to go after the harasser down here. I think what I'll do is I'll reserve, and we can deal with the fallout from that. Okay, burn damage. More missing on the warrior. Lovely. Still facing towards, you know, the tiger.
Commander.
Which may or may not be a mistake on his part.
Locking on.
Varies depending on who's running them. This is very true. Okay, the rest is going to zip away. And only one hit on Bessie, so that's not bad. I mean, it could be worse.
Holding.
Yes,
A
boss.
Skarsbrug. There we
time.
can go. I really don't need to turn him to face things,
Got it.
because he has an Urban Mech, which is a 360-degree turret for free. Hetzer hitting anything further than 6x is real. Well, it depends on who's driving it. If it's Talik driving it, then just like all bets are off. You never know when he's going to hit that 0.07% chance. Also, to be fair, it may just be worth lobbing an incendiary shell in there just for the giggles.
Confirmed. Fire.
Mainly because if we had landed anywhere in the forest, it would have lit the forest on fire and done that, which would then burn everybody in the forest, which is great. I'm gonna cast my... I'm gonna cast a magic ground mine on you now. 30% accuracy. Turn on the bomb mines. Set them over to sensor ping. Alright, the mines are... Where did the mines actually go? Oh, that's a good field. We actually scattered pretty well on that one.
Reporting.
Alright, and now our Gila Chopper can sort of keep the range going. And the speed, and the height. Just sort of all the things up high. And LMs.
Firing at enemy six.
Nice and accurately.
Standing by.
Rogue's Urban Mech will continue its pace on into
Double
battle.
time. Let's go.
Apparently we're about to overheat. I feel that that shouldn't be, but it is. There we go. Sprague nail on the target. That's going to make him even less accurate, which is helpful because we didn't use our chaff this round. Ooh, that could have been bad. If you fight any high-tech forces, it'll be cool to see you run into any MMLs or Streak 2s. Both will result in experimenting with stats for quick sell. Oh, I thought they were cool ideas. Oh, MMS. What's an MMS? Oh, it's difference between streak missile types? That could be interesting. We shall have to see what we run into. At the moment, though, ATMs are about as high-tech as we get. I don't want to get too close into there because I don't want to die.
Just running.
And I am content to sitting up here and just lobbing rockets. And missiles and bullets and everything else that I can just lay my hands on. Oh, there it goes. Nice. So that's some nice tech on the board. Now we just need to survive a harasser and, you know, all the rest of that. That's the same spot. It's not the same spot. Micro missiles? Oh! We're going all Macross up in here then. That'll be fun. Okay, a couple of hits on the Hetzer, but we were expecting it. And if I recall correctly, Hetzer damage is free, so... Okay, that was less ideal.
Systems holding.
Not as much of a fan of that one.
Standing by.
Pyro, just, you're in a good position.
Engaging.
I don't even know what area code you were aiming at for that one, Pyro, but hey. Eventually, we would get something done. Zip on over here. Get in nice and close with the maximum amount of firepower. By nice and close, I mean we will, of course, pay respects to the fact that we are trying to use all of our weapon systems. See, the interesting thing about the Warrior is you've got to juggle two very different range bands. Well, this version of the Warrior.
Good to go.
There are other versions which do not have this problem.
Understood.
Backwest was literally the field she was going for with the MMS.
Talking on target.
Aha! We got one! If you shoot enough times, eventually it'll hit something. Okay, are you gonna move through? Did you just explode? Oh no, you ejected. Oh, fun.
Huh?
Alright, now just do Scorpion. See if we can have some enjoyment with him. Hi there, buddy. I will not tag arrow myself, because if I do that, I will probably hit myself. I will lay down... You know what? Sensor's fine. He's not very mobile, but he's mobile enough. Good. Didn't hit anything that time. Created this lovely little minefield.
Go.
Gauss rifle from across the town. That looked like it was going in and it just sort of fizzled.
Negative damage. Repeat.
They shoot
Negative
either
damage.
streak mode or rate of fire mode.
Waiting
That's
for orders.
an interesting delineation.
Roger.
I really should not do this. I don't want to cook him. Not too badly anyway. We do need to keep him alive. Start driving towards him.
Let's move.
Maximum speed. Get on top of the target. We'll wipe him out.
Yeah, Commander.
Shade can shoot from here. I mean, his bolt-on rotary is broken, so... You know what? I'm just gonna jump jet my way forward down the cliff. Can I can't even make it all the way down the cliff with the number of jump jets on this. We gotta take Bessie in for a
On the
redesign.
move. Full speed.
Basically waiting for a locker knot. Yeah.
Awaiting orders.
Gimroth. Back here again, please. Get some nice little distance going on here. Here, we'll take the 5. I don't think he'll turn around and actually hit me with it.
Firing a full salvo.
Although, not that our streaks did anything anyway. Forward, 51. Well, we did try the coin flip, it just didn't work.
Negative damage. Repeat. Negative damage.
PPCs do not mesh well with, don't mesh well with the whatchamacallits. Now we'll tag her on. And light AA missiles, why not? PPCs don't mesh well with mine layers. Because it occurs to me that if I hit him with the PPC, I will shut off pretty much all of these mines. Ow! Stop hitting me! He's laser accurate when it comes to shooting that hetzer.
Standing by.
The lead, keep driving. Get in there.
Throttle down.
No return fire. It's the way it has to be.
Orders.
Meanwhile, Pyro's just gonna sit up here, keep taking 30%. Oh, and nailing him. Artillery well dropped. Took 60 armor damage, 20 armor damage, 20 armor damage, 20 armor damage, and 16 armor damage. It's not bad, really. Although he did get an arrow drop pretty much directly out of his head, so. Zoom. Pop to the side. Get some solid hits in. Grab top. Pop to the side. Get some chaff in. He's nice and well tagged and lit up.
Commander.
Moving.
On my way. Double time.
And ultralight rotary rifle is in range. As long as I can, you know, keep it in the list. There we go.
Engaging target.
No hits that time. That's not normal.
Negative damage.
And he killed himself.
Mission success.
So that was not bad at all. We took minimal damage on the things that we actually need to pay for to fix. We will hopefully get a Clan Tech XL engine. That's expensive to install, but it's a super safe XL. Gives you half engine weight and then only 2 crits per side. I think they changed the vehicle loadout here, but that may just be me. Alrighty. Oh, they didn't take anything from me. ATM Knights, of course. And ER Large Laser Clan, of course. Small X Pulse is attempting a 200. There's the Clan XL and a normal XL. Ferrofibrous. Ooh, because Ferrofibrous is case built in. I'm gonna risk it, I think. Well, it's just like, well, there's a Clan Beacon. There's a lot of really good stuff here. Ooh, double heatsink. Is there the full kit here? Because if it's just a double heatsink, I'm not really interested in it. But if it's the full-on kit, then you have my interest. I'm not seeing a kit. Alrighty. So, yeah, let's just sort of see what we roll. Useless vehicle parts. Useless ATM-9. I mean, it's probably not, but I feel that it is. Case 2 Clan, that's nice. A 100 Fusion, that's very good. Did we get anything good on the lower? Tandem MRMs. Wait. I feel that that might be a little bit broken. just because if you got an MRM 40, that's 80 internal damage. I mean, that's really good. Especially because, oh, and we got some tandem SRM ammo. Because I think we have a tandem MRM. So in engine department, we came out of this one like bandits. Like, absolutely brilliantly. I don't think anyone can complain about that. Second Irby can now haul heavy large laser. It wasn't a heavy large laser, it was just a clan ER large laser. It's different. Heavy large lasers do like 80 damage and they're hilarious. And last time we played this mod, heavy large lasers were brokenly good. I don't know. Lothian? Like Lotal? 270 for a single day. Oh, if I had the pilots, I could turn this around to another mission. I do not have the pilots, unfortunately. But yeah, that's some very nice engine tech that we just picked up. Like some brilliantly nice engine tech. Like, Daddy's tempted to put the Marauder into service despite the fact that it's going to cost him like 8 million Seabills. Let's pause and actually figure out how expensive would it be just to mount the engine. For nothing else. I mean, of course, we have our 815,000 Seabills just to put the thing together. But then if we took 280 refusion core, it's not a 300. I wanted a 300, but it's what I've got to work with. And okay, so we're at 1 million. 2.3 million Seabills an engine alone. Oh, that's real lovely. If just a normal one, just normal XL. Still 2.3 million, so you're better off taking the Clan XL whenever you can. But yeah, ideally I want a 300 diffusion core for this thing, so that it will run at a properly good speed. And now that I have the Clan XL engine to go with it, like the sky's the limit, assuming the sky is filled with Gauss rifles and things that I can use to actually mount onto it. But hey, we're getting there. I do not know. We're not going to put this thing together. Not anytime soon, anyway. Might be a good idea to put it on the Gladiator. Be a cheaper build that way. 280 on a Gladiator is not efficient. I don't think it is, anyway. The 55 times 4 is 220, plus another 55 is 275. So it's slightly inefficient to do. Next we come along with Clan XL. Boom. 1.2 million Seabills. It's not bad. Problem is that we only have energy weapons, and it only has energy slots, so we would have to put on like snub-nosed PPCs. Boom. And sure, a medium laser there. Actually, no, screw the medium laser. I'm doing pulses. Pulse. Both in the same slot. And something like that. And then just maximum single heat sinks to keep the temperature under. Oh, also jump jets. 100% jump jets. We're gonna fly. Like an eagle. What can I get to? I can get one more. Lovely. I have 2 support slots, so of course we would then go in for some laser AMS and a tag. It turns out I don't have nearly as much in the way of oh, of course I've still got like primitive armor and structure and shit on here. Daddy ain't going so wants to. But you do have a double heatsink kit? Wait, I do? Oh, I do. Holy shit. Well, in that case, probably, yeah, just max turned into a mini awesome almost. 2 tons, so I would need to jettison those. 4 tons. Pull out this. Weapon system, laser, Clan ER medium, and the PPC would be nice, but PPC's not happening. Unless I shed 2 tons. 1.8 tons. Oh wait, duh. I mentioned it before and then I didn't do it. The journals. Primitive armor can go to Pharaoh. Standard structure. Really? How much of a discount is Pharaoh giving me? Oh, okay, that's actually a fairly decent discount. And drop the tag. Shed a little. Shed a little bit of weight from the feet. And this up. Yeah. And don't forget, double heatsink kit. Bada bing, bada boom. It generates 111 heat. Okay, that's a bit much. Vehicle parts are good for grind paying. Yeah, it's basically just a small amount of extra cash. So this would obviously need more heat sinks. A lot more heat sinks. But we could definitely do some pretty interesting things with it. And for fairly cheap, I mean 1.2 million Seabills, that's not bad at all. The Mech literally didn't take any damage in the entire battle, it was just Bessie. Pegasus tanks fell for like 200,000. Wait, they do? Didn't we get a Pegasus? Sell a Scorpion, I'm not keeping it. Scorpion's 9,000. Harasser, 17,000. We're keeping the cargo truck because the cargo truck has tandem rockets, which Daddy wants badly. We have 5 heatsink for double heatsink. Huh? Dropping jump jets for heatsinks are good. Yeah, but I want to fly. I want super maneuverability. I want it to be the god mech that I never have to, worry about ever. Basically, I want my mongoose. Getting close to another urban. Oh, there's a Pegasus. Oh, 151,000. Yeah, that's not bad. These parts are paying for my upgrades. It actually behooves us to sell the parts now because that way we're not paying the storage fees on them. So let's go through and let's do a little bit of printing. Raptor, tempting, not positive. Wasp Lamb, absolutely keeping. We're close enough to an urban mech that I want to keep the parts. It's a Venom, so it has some really good weapon systems on it. I'm almost there. I'm okay with shedding a Panther. I have no interest in Panthers. Scout is garbage, and I have no interest in it. Jenners are good. Hunter tanks. Hunter tanks have their uses, but I don't particularly want one. Vulcan I'm keeping because it's funny to me. Gladiator, this is the other primitive Gladiator. I don't really have an interest in it because we already have one. Hoplite I keep. Hoplites are fun little derpy things. I'm a little disappointed that they're still using the I suppose I can't be too disappointed. Who wants to make a model for a hoplite? It's a boring looking mech, but it's still using a mini king crab, so may want to push away from it. Prowlers. Prowler APCs. That's gonna pay Daddy a lot of money. So get rid of that. TRC is a chameleon enforcer, but it's an NAIS enforcer. Panthers are decent mechs. They are, but I don't like how they look, and they get overused. Like a lot of these decisions that I'm making to sell aren't because it's an objectively bad thing. It's just because I'm not a fan. It's one of the reasons I'm actually really tempted to sell the Raven, because we've used Ravens so many times. We overused Ravens, and now I don't care anymore. Keeping the Raptor, because Raptors all have XL engines, so you pop the side of a Raptor, and congratulations, it's 4 parts. So we're so close to it. And we're keeping this, of course, because of the tandem rocket packs, because if I can get tandem rocket packs on most of my mechs, that's a really good screw you button to just have as a backup. Arbiter, we're keeping because we're at 4 parts, even though I doubt we're ever going to run into it ever again. I don't want anything else. Am I ever going to run into another Venom? Probably not. They're Curitan mechs, and we're not really in that neighborhood, I don't think. Or are they? I haven't played it. Picked up a Screamer in the boy and his trash can flashpoint. Took out the one-shot arrow 4s and the ERPPC. ER large laser with MML 10 risk with Angel ECM active client probe makes for a great scout and backstabber. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think that a one-shot arrow is a very good use of a lamb. Alright, so we should make a little bit of our cash back off that one. Let's see if that hits or not. Bolt-on Inferno rocket launchers are very tempting. No real good ballistics here, though, unfortunately. I mean, an AC-10 wouldn't be terrible, I guess. I just really don't want to. Single medium laser. I should probably buy that. There is enough missions here to keep us going. Good things. Advanced optics. Allows any mech to employ advanced optics, including zoom, thermal, and night vision. Huh, that's pretty interesting. 0.3 ton special? Wait, does it actually weigh tonnage? I thought specials were free. Oh wait, no, the special slot, you can only have as much up to your hand carry weight, which is a percentage of tonnage, and that gets complicated real fast. And this would probably be really useful for us, given that we're still fairly early on in the game. And you want to be able to do things like that. So I will buy that. And I'll run us into the end of the month.
Ready to go over finance?
Pay all my creditors who don't deserve my money. Wait, the rack? I didn't notice any rack. Oh, end of the month recycles the shops. Eh, whatever. Small laser, no. Ammo clearance ammo. Like, I want to say that it sounds like such a waste of ammunition, but at the same time, I also know just how bad that can get. Optics will be so good for the light rotary gun. Ah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Although the gun, it doesn't have a super long range. Something. Pick up the thermal unit as well. Yeah, why not? Well, because I don't have money, that's why. That's why not. Alright, I have 4 days before I can actually do anything. So let's go ahead and... Advanced optics chip. Ooh, can't fit it. I'm already using the bolt-on rocket launcher 15s, but I don't really like them. They haven't been that useful. Swap that for a specialist target system. That might help. Maybe. I mean... The ultra rotary is not all that great. Minus 25% A damage. Huh? Oh, armor damage. Still, it's fairly nice to have. I just wish I could do something about this gosh darn fusion cell. Bolt-on rocket launcher ones are good for very fast backstabbers, which this thing is not. So yeah, I think we'll go with the optics on that. Lock that in for a nice, cheap, quick little mod. Sure, Bessie's at the top. Be nice to put it on some other things, such as that rifleman we got coming up, but that's not happening today. 2, 1, clock. Welcome to the barracks, where we have stuff to do. Theoretically, I mean, never know. Oh, Holy Inquisition's leveled up. Never mind. Holy Inquisition has been leveled up. I just have been ignoring him. Nothing against you, mate. It's just the fact that you're currently, you know, doing something very boring. These are useless level ups. There's nothing in piloting or guts, except maybe a sprint increase.
Standing by.
Because heat doesn't matter. Shade's leveled up. Oh, I'm probably going to take that unjam chance. +3 initiative? No, no, no. Give me the unjam chance. Give me the good stuff.
Waiting for ready for orders.
Alright, so we're good with that. Command Center. See what the recently refreshed missions are going to look like. Operation Dark Vendetta. Target acquisition, no thank you. I would like to actually survive. Assassination mission is tempting, but an assassination at 1.5 is a little bit potentially beyond. Remarkable integrity. Sounds fun. So there will be one Big Mac and then a backup lance to defend it. 10% unjam per gunnery up to 100%. Yes. Looking forward to it. How much time we got left? Been streaming for 40 minutes. We've been streaming for 40 minutes, then maybe I should look for a jewel. Hey, it's a jewel. Wait, no, this is a single super heavy air asset. 4 of 19 with a tragically bad payout. I need medium lasers. Oh, and they're gonna give me a Nidhogg. Really? You don't say. Let's get Kyogre in here because he's the one who likes to fly apparently. And Taliki can get out of the Hetzer. We'll put the Tiger in with Pyro. And yeah, I'll take this. This sounds like fun. Hopefully it's a good Nidhogg. You never do know. By the way, getting my Flashpoints confused was Relics. Yeah, I thought it was Relics. Because I've done the Relics Flashpoint a couple of times to pick up a Screamer. I need to see what the new Screamers look like because apparently the Screamers have received a visual update, which is nice because the old Screamer was kind of ugly. I mean, it was an SU-47 Berkut with arms and legs just sort of kind of slapdashed on there, which, you know, I can't really be too angry about because somebody did something about it and nobody else did, but I'm very happy to hear that they got a facelift. Oh, by the way, this finally came from Germany. This plastic monstrosity that is now missing an arm because of my foolishness. If you can figure out what mech this is, I will give you cookies. They won't be real cookies, they'll be digital cookies. And not like website cookies. They will be just like fantastical cookies. We'll go with that. I figure if I say cookies enough times, somebody will be interested. Alright, it's the nighttime. Perfect opportunity. Just murderize. They don't want me there. Why? Because enemy position is right here. So I've got to be outside of 400 meters of that. Phoenix Hawk? It is not a Phoenix Hawk. Close. I mean, I could position right here, move up and, yeah. Oh no, so, okay. So we are dealing with two groups. Got it. Okay, spawning up here is not the worst thing in the world. Kill these, get the reinforcements from the back, and then how do we get down this path here? Okay. Yeah, I'm on board. How does a Wolverine or a Battlemaster style cockpit? I can tell you that it's heavier than a Wolverine.
Time to get dirty.
Oh, hello there, Nidhogg. You had been the source of such horrific tragedy. High velocity autocannon 2s. What? I finally get a Nidhogg and this is the shit that you give me? How dare you? How dare you, sir? That is disgusting. Wow. Absolutely disgusting.
Moving to position.
HVAC 2s. Check the gear on it. Has a jet booster. And improved fire control system, some jammers. Flare is the light missile rack. Flare, light missile rack. Excel engine, vehicle stealth. Ooh, stealthy. Yeah, pretty boring. Pretty incredibly boring. It is absolute garbage.
Yes, Commander.
The worst possible Nidhogg it could have been.
Moving to
We get shipped. I know. We finally get a Nidhogg, and this is what they give me.
Coordinates received.
Like, who ordered this crap? I demand to see Life's manager.
Good to go.
Heading that way.
Pyro.
Location
Faster
confirmed.
than Bessie, because reasons. Alright, turn 2. Time to see all the things. Oh, goodness! Mobile headquarters. Wait, what? Yeah, but it's got 2 really strong pea shooters. It doesn't, though. I don't think that they did the same thing that that Bloody did with his HVAC 2s, which, by the way, I hate what he did with his HVAC 2s. He made high velocity guns have splash damage, which just boggles the mind. But yeah, but it's got so we shall have to see what
What's up, boss?
the ultra power pea shooters will do. So you're pretty terrible. You're this is a headquarters lance that we've run into. That's gotta be just. That's just really bad. Weird way to represent the HVAC. Yeah, I did not agree with the implementation. But hey, I'm not the person who actually, went out of my way, got down and dirty, and, you know, made a mod. So I can only complain so much. But I can't complain. We look at the scenario and it was like, you be tripping. Oh, they're probably jamming the absolute shit out of everything, aren't they? Can I see more components? I do not have control over my ECM. That's fun. Okay. See how it is, game. What do we got? Who do we got? Oh, that's not bad. How much damage did yeah, 20 damage.
Locked on.
Woo! 40 damage! Instantaneously gets hit by 45. You're garbage. You're just absolute garbage. Yeah, there's a new Flashpoint that's 5 skull BattleTech Kid. Looking forward to it when I get high enough. Yes, I have heard of it and seen of it, and apparently people love it. So I can't wait to do it. When, you know, we finally get there. Ah, just as I had assumed, out of range. Even for my ER medium? That's crazy. What is the jam chance in the Ultra? Ooh, it shows it. That's beautiful. 13%. That's not bad. And I'm not in range, but 13% is not bad.
Orders.
I cannot wait for the day when I can rip that thing apart, though. Melt it down for spare parts.
On my way. Double
Put that ultralight rotary rifle on something faster. Something nimble. Something not an urban mech. Alright, where's the close one? There it is. Fire! Hey, we got some streaks. I take it everyone has heard the MechWarrior 5 is. Yes, we have. Which has very much put a ratchet in my scheduling. Because we were doing 3 weeks of sins explicitly so that we could, you know,
On it.
have a nice opening to just slide right on in to doing MechWarrior 5. And now that's not going to happen. I'm not sure what to do with our Saturdays anymore. There has been some talk about moving RogueTech to Saturdays. Not certain, because it's certainly one of the more, well, it used to be one of the more popular things on the channel. However, through gross incompetence and mismanagement, that has changed in recent years. I will not bother with the light racks, but I will drop some sensors and some tag arrow.
Lining them up.
There you go. Enjoy.
Ready for orders.
My gift to you. Take it in the spirit with which it was given.
Got it.
TR double go.
Firing
Fudge
on
you.
target.
Yeah, that was never gonna hit. 9%.
No luck.
Insufficient.
Heads up, Commander.
Hey, we ran into a scorpion with an MRM. Guess what we recently found? Ba-boom. We just so happened to recently find tandem MRM ammo, so that's fortuitous. That was a walk 7. Holy crap, that was beautiful. We don't normally get to walk that far. Mobile headquarters are killing me. Just absolutely killing me.
Copy that.
I assume that mobile headquarters are filled to the brim with technology that is designed to make it easier to hit other people.
What's that?
That may not in fact be the case, but I assume this to be true. No bomb mines. Still no bomb mines. How close do I gotta get to you? That's how close? Okay.
Heading that way.
I don't want to be that close, but I'm gonna be that close. And enjoy. That was a pretty good bomb set. Communications equipment. Giant stereos. So that mobile HQ is in a very bad spot. Ow.
There goes the paint job.
And then you ran over a couple of mines, successfully hit the Nidhogg, because, you know, why not? God, this is the worst Nidhogg ever. Such a... Oh, never mind. Our bomb mines did not land anywhere near where we wanted them to. Also, what's with all the vehicle heavy lances? Last mission was nothing but vehicles. This one, it's nothing but vehicles. Haven't seen a mech all day. That wasn't my own. And I'm trying to steal mechs. Start with a tank starting. This is what you get.
Good to go.
Shade, you've got an enemy. It is a scorpion. You need to rob it of its hard-earned, I suppose, heavy weapons. I'll walk you so you can just sort of like over your shoulder drive-by rotary rifle. Yeah, that'll work.
Ready for orders.
Can't wait to get a real rotary rifle. Something proper with some bite, like a rack 5.
Roger that.
Oh, just like the good old days, quad racks, destroying everything in a 3-mile radius.
Affirmative.
There we go, first one done. Just need to kill the second one now.
Reporting. Vehicle destroyed.
And then hopefully the Nidhogg will be mostly invulnerable to incoming fire. Could just stand you still, but that's a bad idea because unfortunately I have to actually pay for the repairs on you.
Target's confirmed.
I don't have to pay for the repairs on the vehicles, they're free. Especially not that Nidhogg because I don't own it. Ow. Ow. So 2 hits, 5 damage, 10 in total.
Hold me firm.
Should be fine.
Receiving you.
Pyro, why don't you just stand still and shoot into the enemy? 20% sure we're not.
Target confirmed.
That was not, no, just no. I need you to step it up a little bit there, Pyro. Especially after what these bomb mines did, holy crap. Painted the entire countryside. Stop hitting me with an ER medium laser. They knew you would treat the Nidhogg as a rental, so they give you the worst one of the lot. Well, of course I treated it as a rental. They're the ones who gave it to me. Yeah, they're being annoyingly accurate on my OX. I'm gonna pull it back. I only dropped it down so I could drop mines, but it's going back to the roof. Well, at least it has some flares. So there is that, sort of, going for us.
Yes, Commander.
Yermoth, you have a new target. Fun one, too. And by fun, I mean, yeah. Yeah, you know exactly what I mean when I say fun.
Pulling off.
It means you're gonna be bored. There's another mobile HQ. Of which only the streaks actually managed to hit.
Huh?
Sprint at maximum speed. You're gonna go up the mountain. Gonna get the 6 speed. Who cares about the minefield because you fly? The advantage of being, you know, a flyer. You don't care about minefields anymore. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna have the shot anyway. But that's not the point, you see.
Lining them all up.
Commander.
You're gonna get pretty much... Actually, no, you can't get right on in there because you've got HVACs. You have to make sure that you respect the range difference.
Aye, aye.
Flitting around to the side. Hit him with that.
Knowledge.
Working on it. That little thing with MRM-20. Oh, the scimitar way out here? Yeah. I mean, or Scorpion.
Good to go.
We'll take care of it. In a little bit. No rush, though.
Heading out.
Hi, you're super vulnerable. You are also fairly vulnerable.
Engage.
Oh, good. Good, you hit. How much more do I have to hit you before you stop? Soon.
Commander?
Falls under the category of soon. Get
Going
into the
full
forest a little
throttle.
bit more. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas.
Here it comes.
By which I mean only one hit, so we'll work with that. I don't want to be hit by that when it suddenly goes all maximum death on me. No connections. That is the one thing the Nidhogg is doing well. It's well defended.
Waiting for orders.
Pyro, very limited by how deep into the forest he can get, so I'm just not gonna bother. Because I want the Scorpion. Thank you. If I roll out of coins, eventually, you know, something will come up.
Missed.
I noticed. You didn't have to tell me. By the fact that he's not a smoking crater. 95. Mobile HQ, running away. Aha, he missed. Now we can really go to town on him. They also own 24, and we don't get to move until 23, which is Germoth. That makes a certain amount of sense. Once again, Nidhogg taking all kinds of fire. At least it's,
Barely
you know,
hit,
illegally
Commander.
heavy, so it can handle that kind of damage.
Commander.
Germoth. Come over here. Just keep harassing the communications van. Eventually, it'll give up. Nothing. 5 damage to rear armor. Nice, that didn't do anything this time. We have that one under control. Poor Nidhogg. Got a real fire starting here. It's going to be a problem in the relatively near future.
Ready for orders.
How do you not have a shot on him?
Understood. Moving fast.
It's okay. I don't know if he can get up here.
Firing.
Although he does have treads, so yeah, he should be able to get up here. He just decided he was going to go down instead of up.
Standing by.
Jagger, communications van, you know the drill. Deprive the enemy of their ability to communicate at long range by getting into short range with them. And then they'll quit, right? Thing on that one? Oh, we did actually manage to hit it. Nice. Didn't do much damage, but that's not the point. Helicopter. Did you play Flight of the Valkyries at deployment? Very apocalypse. No, Lance. No, we did not, but we have been loaned the Nidhogg is not ours. It's been loaned to us. And you can tell it's not ours because it's the worst possible Nidhogg that it ever could be. 2 HVACs. Like, of all the loadouts a Nidhogg can have, 2 HVACs is what they give us.
Lighting them all up.
But the AWACS is absolutely ours, as is the Warrior. They've proven to be invaluable throughout the campaign. Started with vehicles only, and it's been fun. Just kill the mobile HQ. All I ask of you. Shot, 18%. Maybe they'll shoot the urban mech. That would be bad. I'd have to actually pay for the urban mech. So, there is that. Wow, that actually overcame your point defense system. That only just continues to certify the fact that this is the worst Nidhogg ever, because I remember there were times when we would shoot 40 missiles at a Nidhogg and it wouldn't get through. Scimitar. Harasser. I mean, if it's a choice of one or the other.
Aye, aye.
I'll take the one I can hit. Yeah, bad Nidhogg, not good. Imagine if Nidhogg will be ours and Tiger will be stripped for it, Gauss. Then it will take all lasers and other equipment. It will become the flying
Light
book.
damage, Commander.
I'm too confused by what was written. Please die, Mobile HQ. You know, there's no requirement that I have to keep the Nidhogg alive, and it does have an XL engine in it. So if I deliberately got it shot down to steal the XL engine out of it, unless they've fixed that, which they may have, then that would be a worthy use of it. Or the parts. Sell the parts. I imagine they fetch top dollar despite how garbage they are. Speed. Go. 32 went
On
up.
the move. Full
Put the
speed.
Tiger slot on the Nidhogg? Because then I've just got a flying Tiger. It's got to be more than that. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. 26%. Yeah, this ain't gonna go.
Target acquired.
Never mind, it went fine. Okay, so now we've finally taken out their technical support. So now we can more easily kill them. Well, let's go after the person who is very dangerous to us. And actually has the firepower
Copy that.
to harm us in ways that we really don't want. MRM-20 isn't insane, but it could be. Nidhogg have 2 ballistic slots. We would need to find a second Gauss rifle, and then that would be pretty interesting. Right up there. So the mission description explicitly called out a mech, and I'm incredibly disappointed that all I run into are, you know, various light vehicles. I know it wasn't a very hard mission because I wanted to try and get a quick mission in before the end of the episode, but seriously. Hey buddy, eat this.
Lighting them all up.
See what he does with it. Harasser to the side. Ow. That's a lot of ow, actually.
Barely hit, Commander.
That was more damage than you've dealt out all match. 50%, 30%. I'll take the 50.
Knowledge.
I like how you totally aimed in the absolute opposite direction of the target. It was brilliant. They're getting through my defenses. It's getting dangerous.
Commander.
Rogue, I'm tempted to just have you stand still, but I don't want you shot at too much. 38 and 51.
Firing on target.
Good hit. Sprog's been really accurate all game. Mobile HQ is actually very good with the massive ping every turn. He hadn't used it. Although maybe he was just waiting for a good opportunity. But I was more interested in whatever sort of sensors or beacons he had. They were probably cutting through all of my jamming, and thus allowing them to be very accurate against me. Which is not exactly a comfortable place to be in.
Heading that way.
Hi there. Yes, more sensor beacons.
Lighting them all up.
Really, I need to knock out all of them.
Whip.
This is a place to start. What do you want to do? We're on 21. Oh. Another hit on the Nidhogg. It's stealthed, it's flying at full speed, and this thing keeps nailing it. Does not care. And that unit had just been bombed with arrows.
Commander.
Come up. Come up here. Get in front of him.
Affirmative.
Well, reasonably to the side. I'll take it. Just rain down pain. That did not work. Also gives resolve and ECM bonuses. Yeah, I believe it.
Waiting for orders.
That's an electronics kit. And not useful for much else. Which, on the one hand, that really sucks for the enemy because they don't have the firepower. On the other hand, it makes the mission much more expensive than it otherwise needed to be. All I needed was
Yeah,
you
Commander.
to hit Pat in just the right spot. Alright, let's find a mech. Take a sprint. Barely. Just barely. Fine, we'll take that. And then we'll just unload on you.
All weapons start go.
There we go. That worked out absolutely beautifully.
Vehicle down. Commander.
Pyro just sitting on top of his mountaintop. He hasn't moved in like 5 turns.
Locked on.
That was beautiful.
How's it
A
going?
little bit more and we'll have that guy completely wiped out.
Engaging target.
And that'll take it. So we have 2 more units to cut through. 3 more units to cut through. 1 is missing. 1, 2, and our 3rd is somewhere out there. Harasser running through the bomb mines, or no, those are the bomb mines. This is just the continual rash of sensor mines have been dropping everywhere. Maybe there actually is a mech on this map. Just can't get too close because, you know, carrying HVACs. Exactly what you want to have loaded.
Full speed. No
High
target.
velocity autocannon 2s.
On it.
Person who created this Nidhogg is a sadist.
What's that?
Because I'm convinced that this Nidhogg was only created recently. Once players could drive vehicles.
Heading that way.
More sensors.
Lighting them all up.
Sensor for everybody. Ooh, we also marked it. That's good. He also has the medium lasers that we do need. So we are currently looking rather desperately for equipment. Very basic equipment like medium lasers
Double time.
and cannons. Gauss rifles would be nice.
Firing full complement on enemy.
Alright, just now the Scorpion and his buddy.
Vehicle destroyed.
And then we'll have it all taken
Yes,
care of.
Commander.
Need a chopper, move quick. The game. Beautiful accuracy.
Giving them everything I've got.
Smoke. I guess you just start moving towards the edge of the mountain.
Going full throttle.
We don't actually know where the enemy is at this point.
Good to go.
We have run out of actual sightings of them.
Full speed, no target.
We will have to find whoever his friend is, because 33% means that we've only taken out 1 of 3. Actually, rather surprised that Garmoth hasn't detected anything.
Let's move.
I suppose that is par for the course. We're just going to keep moving into your back line so we get the most accurate damage that we can. He does have very few missiles. Like, he is actually only packing 11 shots. There are limitations as to what he can actually do. He's not very good at knocking things out. Although vehicles, I suppose, would be the best of the bunch. Because vehicles do have fewer locations where damage can be.
What's up, boss?
Nidhogg along. You also have terrible guns for this.
Firing.
Here we go. And Coppertop.
What's that?
Coppertop's going to go on a little bit of an exploration.
Heading that way.
Because I don't see where the other one is. Nidhogg Atriac 2 was made by Cargo Room, so that's who to blame. Cargo!
Commander.
Makes sense though, Cargo is a sadist after all.
Copy.
Or a masochist, depending on who you ask. Ow, ow. You're not gonna kill my warrior that easy. Too damn fast for you. Oh good, Pyro's in range. Pyro, kill it.
Roger.
I like how literal Pyro can be sometimes. Alright, so now we don't know where the last target is. Oh, wait. Huh? Was that Intersphere Pilot?
Yes, Commander. Affirmative.
Oh, it's power armor. No wonder we couldn't see him.
Good to go.
That's cool. Alright.
Moving out.
Rakti Thanos would be interesting. Wait, what? You have intrigued me.
Damn it.
That little thing just hiding in the jungle, doesn't it?
Standing by.
I mean, it is a great little unit for jungle fighting.
On the move. Full
Damage reduction, hard to hit, high speed.
Let's do this.
It's just sort of a combination of all the nasty things in the universe.
You got it. Going.
We're gonna spend the
flat out.
next 10 minutes trying to hit those things. Yeah, probably.
Huh?
Although Coppertop does have the ability to cause some hurt.
Heading that way.
Because Coppertop... Let's wait. No, the arrow shouldn't hit him. That'll be fine.
Lighting
Just
them
get close. Okay, barrage incoming. It's ought to be fun.
waiting for orders.
Tiger actually has the shot, theoretically.
Rear armor it is.
I missed. How flammable is that jungle?
Reporting.
Yes. But first, let's see what the artillery can do. Yeah, they moved. Oh, they're hurting my warrior bad. Of course, I hit him with a Gauss rifle, it just kind of disappears in big mist.
Heavy damage.
This is true.
Huh?
Coppertop, just sort of stay outside their range, because they are very short
Heading
ranged.
that way.
Need Daisy Cutter stealth bombers? Yeah, probably. Although, if I just need to hit this right torso rear for enough damage.
Lighting them all up.
And he's dead. So, there is that.
Awaiting orders.
I don't want to move you yet. I wish to reserve you. So that I can have other people try and take pot shots before I move you and try and figure out just what is the limit of what you can see. God, this is not going to be fun. I do not want to get the Bessie too close to that.
Receiving you.
Leave a target. Lovely.
On my way.
PPCs!
Locked on target.
That looked close. Hey, that hit. Sense impaired, 37 armor, 2 structure. Yeah, he's almost dead.
Waiting for
Ogre, just sort of line it up.
On it.
Turn on the light AA missiles. Yeah, we just need to get a little more damage on them.
Firing at enemy 6.
That didn't work. Okay.
No joy.
Reporting.
Pull back.
Moving to position.
Okay, we still have a line of sight on them. There we go.
Scored a critical hit.
They're not dead though. Oh, they're so close to being dead. Both of those missiles hit in the right spot. It just didn't, cause enough damage.
Engaging target.
A little bit more damage and they're gone. Can I trade these HVACs for the Mag 40, please? Oh, we can dream. No, don't shoot my warrior. Don't you do it. Got someone working in protomechs, battle armor, power armor, etc. They're technically mechs right now? Yes, this much I do know.
Receiving you.
I will be looking forward to when you guys manage to crack that. Given all of the other things that you guys have cracked.
Confirmed.
It'll be fun to actually
Confirmed.
field some little light boys.
Reporting. Negative damage.
Ready for orders.
Kegger. Zippy yourself right on over here. That's too close. Ooh. Might be a problem. If I want that shot, which I do. Okay, never mind. It's in the proper range band for the best shot I'm gonna get.
Target lock on enemy's rear.
Nope, not working.
No luck.
And shade. This could end in tears, but we're gonna give it a shot.
Engaging.
There we go. That worked out.
Deal.
Mission successful.
I know the issue is if the CT guy dies, the rest of the squad dies because CT death equals unit death. So we can walk into it. No, that was the Bessie. That was our cattle master. And we're going to put a cut in here for the YouTube people. Don't worry, we're still going to be playing for a while. But for the YouTube people, thank you very much for watching. I have been Tyrak. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see a notification every single time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon. Leave a comment and I will see you all in the next episode.